So by the time I turn 23, 23 is a good year. By the time I turn 23, I want to have helped at the very least, 100 pre-meds or medical students live a better life. So be better at studying, get higher grades, but also spend less time, in a book, more time socializing, working on their people skills, working on their self-improvement. That is my goal. I want to help directly at least 100 medical students or pre-meds, 100 people aspiring to be doctors, 100 future doctors in their personal self-improvement and academic goals. So how are we going to achieve this? The main catalyst for change will be my videos. The main catalyst for change for my students, for my viewers, for my followers, I want it to be, oh Jesus Christ, I want it to be these videos. I think these videos are going to be super helpful. If you don't know me, by the way, my name is Diego Renteria. I am a third-year medical student at the University of Guadalajara in Jalisco, Mexico. And I think that it's going to be really, really, really fun seeing how you can change, how you can improve yourself, how you can improve your academic success, and not just that, your personal and, everything. Just improve everything in your life, live a better life, get rid of bad habits, turn on good ones. I want that for you because ultimately I think it's going to make you into a better doctor and into a better person. That's honestly all I want. That's honestly all I want, and I want to make that change happen for you as fast as humanly possible. I want to, guide you along the way, be with you every step of the way, every step of the journey, and, learn together. I think that's what it's going to be all about. So again, the main catalyst for change are going to be these videos, and to really step it up, I want to make some sort of a paid program, but I don't want to dive into that right now. That I want to do that later. I want to do that later because, I think first I need to get a pretty big following. But if you were to be interested in paying me a certain amount of money to help guide you, help coach you in your medical school journey, I'd be really, really, really happy to. Yeah, so I think that that's going to be the best change that I can do for you. Honestly, that's what I want to do. I want to serve you. The different areas where I think that I can best help you are, one, obviously the academics, right? So all these study techniques, the mindsets, navigating medical school strategies, stuff like that. But that's basic stuff. That doesn't turn you into the best doctor you can be, or the best person you can be in general. I want to help guide you through the best habits, the best self-improvement habits, the best ways to make a better life for yourself and others. I want you to be a more gracious person, a person with more gratitude, a person with more appreciation, a person that wakes up in the morning and gets shit done, a person that does what they say they're going to do, a fit person. I'm going to help you achieve the body that you want to achieve, the health that you want to achieve, feel the way you want to feel, sleep the way you want to sleep, live the way you want to live, all while becoming the best doctor you can be. Because that's the challenge, honestly. That is the challenge. See, I see all these YouTubers talk about self-improvement, talk about these habits, and that is great when you have 12-hour days to do anything you want. That is great when you have 12, 16-hour days, aside from sleeping, to do whatever you want. Even if you work a full-time job, even if you work 8 hours a day, you still have another 8 hours to do all the self-improvement habits. That is easy. Being a medical student is not easy. Being a medical student, I've had days where I have to go from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. just to school, and then come back home, study, revise for the exam I have the next day that was posted the day before. So it's definitely hard. It's definitely hard. It's definitely not for everybody. So imagine doing that while still maintaining a fit body, while still maintaining some good habits, good nutrition, good sleep. It's almost impossible, but I'm going to help you do that because I've done it. And honestly, I don't want to sound like I'm ungrateful for the position that I'm in. The University of Guadalajara, the UDG, and in general resources in Mexico, if you're understanding me, if you speak the language that I speak, if we are both speaking English right now, I'm willing to bet a very pretty penny that you have better opportunities than I do. I don't mean to sound ungrateful because I'm creating my own opportunities right now. I don't need more opportunities. I'm creating them for myself. But you probably have smaller cohorts. You probably have more attentive teachers. You probably have more access to resources. To illustrate my point, last week we were doing some rounds in the hospital. We had to go to the corner store to buy some Tylenol because the hospital didn't have any. We had to buy 2 packs of like 60 tablets of Tylenol, acetaminophen if you want to sound medically, because the hospital didn't have any. Because the hospital didn't have any ibuprofen, so any Advil, any Tylenol. They didn't have, I think, codeine, so we had to suture somebody without any local anesthetic. So that was fun. And most of the opportunities that we have are based out of necessity. So the state organizes the healthcare system, and so most students learn not because the curriculum is there to teach them. Most students learn because the hospital is understaffed, and because it's free, because it's socialized healthcare. The patients don't really have a say if a student works something on them or not. If you're not paying for your healthcare, are you really gonna complain if an 18-year-old, 19-year-old student who has never touched a suture in their life starts working on your finger? You're not really gonna complain, because the alternative is to go to a private hospital, get charged about $5,000 and some change. So yeah, those are the conditions that I am in, and you probably have some better conditions. Good for you. So that's why the stuff that I'm going to talk about is going to work even better for you than it worked for me, because you are in a position that helps you to take advantage of all these resources. So I firmly believe that everything we're going to talk about in this channel is going to help you 10 times more than it helped me. My goal is to make you surpass me in every academic achievement, every self-improvement achievement, every fitness achievement, anything. My goal is to help you surpass me. That is what I want to do. Honestly, I don't want you under me. A lot of people want their students or their followers under them. I know that for the moment, I'm not going to get there. It's just unrealistic. One day I'm going to get there. One day I'm going to get so high up that I'm going to be unrecognizable. And that is also one of my goals for doing this. That's also why I want to do a paid program, so I don't have to depend on the state healthcare system, because that would be really, really, really unjoyful to work in. So this is my attempt at escaping that rat race. So if you like what we talked about, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll be really happy to see you in this channel.